Hey, hey, hey. How's it going, guys? Can you guys hear me okay? My audio check, my audio check. What's going on? I'm just fixing my little fixing my screen here at the moment here. Give me a second, okay, guys? Hey, 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 what's going on? What's going on? Renati, what's going on? Hello, hello. Jimmy, Ramirez, what's going on? Sanshin, Try, Oscar, Chilean Trader, what's up? Gandhi, good to see some familiar guys back in the gang here. Skull Crusher, Crunch. Hey Johnny, what's going on, man? Eldred, AXP, what's going on? Nazareth, what up, what up? Chris, Baljeet, hello, hello. Harith, Raw Dog, what's going on, brother? I just got smoked GC, but added back in at my stop loss longs. Are you in longs on gold right now, AXP? Gang, Leo. Big boy, let's go. What's going on, guys? Angelo, what's going on? Maddie, Yacht, hey, hey, hey. Are you AXP? Are you actually still in your longs right now? What up, what up? Ready to have some fun today, guys. Let's have some good discussions, all right? Some good discussions. We'll do some good chart reviews as usual. I'm always gonna pull out some snacks to snack on throughout the stream as usual. Ah, you're in longs right now. I may possibly be going against you at the moment, my friend. Ah, you got into on today's Ron stream. Oh, gotcha, man. I hear you. I hear you. All right, that makes a little bit more sense. What's NQ looking at right now, anyways? Let's see. NQ's pushing nicely. I mean, gold shorts are very much on the table for me. I'm actually in shorts at the moment, and I'll explain a little bit of the reasoning. It's actually very similar to the thesis that I had yesterday. Um, we're gonna let people roll in here as usual, and then we'll kind of get right into this. I'll talk about the NQ and gold on the prior sessions as usual, talking about pretty much from our session we just had coming into this session here today. Um, and I'm hoping to at least do minimally at least one giveaway, but I'm really much very looking forward to getting two done with you guys today if we can. So that's what we're looking to do. Welcome to Project 365 as you guys are kind of starting to roll in here. We actually had surprisingly quite a bit of a good turnout yesterday. I think we had the peak, we were like 330 or 350 yesterday, which was kind of like pretty crazy considering the time of the day. I'm just always shocked, you know. Always appreciated that you guys are obviously tuning in. I know for some of you guys it's the perfect time because you guys are in different time zones where it makes sense for you guys to hop around this time. But I know many of my followers on social media are obviously tuning in very late at night, especially if you're in the Eastern time zone. So appreciate you guys hopping in here with the gang and just, you know, catching up with us all, right? So um, what is that? Just catch up with the chat here. Green alongside Trust. I'm in at the 46. NQ's over. Open waited for us to retest the open after dinner. Have runners before bed. First time watching the session. Usually trade New York 8. Hey Eldred, man. Hey, well, I appreciate you hopping on here with us. Nevertheless, man, we could definitely kind of go over some chart stuff here. So, give me a sec here. Just gonna pivot my screens around a little bit just so that I can see things a little bit more clearly here. me a second here, guys. Just fixing up my charts here, gang. Give me a second here. All right. I'm just gonna actually type this in here as well so we have it up. 200 thumbs up. You know the drill, gang. I'd like to get this done with the gang here today. You guys know your assignment as you guys are rolling in here. Let's get those thumbs up. You guys know I'm a man of my word. We get started early, right? If we get those thumbs up, even 10, 15 minutes into the stream, we're rocking those giveaways right away. And to be honest, the more thumbs up we can get, the more likely we'll do more and more of them throughout the stream. So do you think we'll drop to 29,504, then back up in London session? There's a 4-hour fair value gap there. I don't know how to read fair value gap, so I can't really speak to that. But I will go through the NQ trade thesis here in a bit. So hang tight here. I will go through all that. Vernati, that mango cake was the last of it, but I still have a slice of the triple chocolate mousse. I have one more slice left, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that today, to be honest. I might just like stay hydrated tonight and maybe just snack on some chocolate or something. I don't know. Rye guy, what's going on? Good morning, Con. Hernandez, hello, hello. Jazza, Mr. Papa, what's going on? Theo, I have been hitting cake every night, man. I have been hitting cake every night, but it's been good though. It's been good cake, so. I actually caught the short on NQ earlier, so I'll talk about that a little bit here in a bit, so just hang tight. It's easy, Gandhi. The kids don't even know about it now. I actually, well, my kid literally asked about it tonight. I'm like, oh, sorry, buddy, you already brushed your teeth, so you can't eat it tonight. So I'm gonna hold on to a slice for him for tomorrow night. Jake, what's going on, brother? You know it, man. Food's life, my guy. Food is life. That's the way we do it. That's the way we do it. I really need to step up my exercise regime, though, man. With the amount that I'm eating these days, man. I'm not exercising enough for the amount that I'm eating. Absolutely, absolutely. So earlier, I guess I'll kind of, one of the things I'll kind of talk on quickly here while we're here. We'll just talk about the NQ quickly, actually, for the gang here. So yesterday's New York session, or sorry, I always say New York. Like I still have this old habit of talking about it, but over the Asia pre-London session, we had some pretty good moves, as you can see, over the course of the session here. And now, where were we last night? We were in this area, right? Right here. And so I have updated my charts quite a bit, so I don't have some of the old marker points that I had set up for the stream. I completely forgot. Like I usually save them for the stream so that I can go over it with you guys again, but I completely moved a lot of the things around. But nevertheless, I think that as we took a look at the way the price moved, we did manage to trend upwards towards what was considered all-time highs at 29,480, obviously until we broke it again today in the New York session. But you know what? Overall, position-wise and price action-wise, pretty clean, I would say, to be honest. Many of you guys know by now that I really do favor the 200 EMA on the 2-minute time frame quite a bit. And I know some of you guys in the chat here definitely know that for sure. And I would say that, you know, the way that we were able to hold and bounce or to flip the support flip resistance offered a really nice short trade for us or going into the New York Open as well. What you can see here, which was beautiful, is that these are two channels that we've been having on our chart for quite some time now, and you'll recognize this, right? You'll recognize this channel, and you'll recognize the channel beneath here from our discussion points, right? And we kind of talked about this during yesterday's stream as well, how we had a nice break and retest of this channel zone before we continue to start moving higher and higher on the overall NQ. Over the London session as well, if you guys remember, I did go for a long trade, and I just kept my stop loss a little too tight because I did get stopped out on that trade, like pretty much at the tail end of the stream there. But we actually ended up following through. So had I actually just moved my stop loss a little bit, giving it a little bit more room, we would have been able to capture the full longs on that. Now coming into the New York session though, um, we offered a nice little short trade again. You guys know I like to leverage VWAP as a source of indicator of what price is trying to do here. And so when we opened up bearish and we came down here and we tested the 29,213 level, we kind of held in this channel area. Now this potential lower high that we locked in, or you can even consider lower high depending on what part of the session you really want to include in this conversation. But the way that we held here lower high beneath the opening print, beneath the VWAP, and then also the fact that we held and closed beneath this channel offered a nice short opportunity. So if you guys did you leverage what we talked about going into the session, you would have had a nice short trade here offering about 2R respectively. But if you could have gotten 3R just tagging that lower channel. And so pretty much what New York ended up doing was we came down, we swept the lows of the Asia session. And then after that, and I know many of the students that I was talking to earlier today already managed to capture this long, even if they missed the short, was being able to watch us sweep the Asia lows, come in here with Globex and use the higher potential higher low of Globex to take longs to the upside. Now, I think that taking a look at this, for example, obviously really depending on your entry here, right? Your largest stop loss would have been about 100 some points. So it's very wide. And that's assuming that you would have used Asia lows. Most of you guys would probably just use your potential higher low here as your stop loss. So either 73 points or even 40 to 50 points, depending on where you're, again, placing the stop loss based on your trade strategy, right? But nevertheless, though, we had really good opportunity here. We could have caught about 70 to about 100 points just between the lower high and the New York opening print, assuming that you were targeting to tag the highs. Generally speaking, when we're in the New York, when we are in a bullish trend on something like the NQ, I really do like the fact that our trade setups will very likely work more in our favor if you're already bullish and you're taking a long setup. I talk about this a lot. I would say that it's probably very similar to how people look at other indexes and what have you for confluence, for relative strength or relative weakness. Generally, if it is a very bullish trend on the NQ, I will look to take longs with those setups more likely because they'll have a higher probability of working out. In the same regard that if we were bearish on the given chart, I'd be very open to taking short trade setups. Now, it doesn't mean you can't short long uptrends. It doesn't mean you can't long bear trends because obviously as there's always going to be pullbacks within them on the higher time frames. I'm just simply saying that generally something that you would consider as a good short setup, you may not like it as much if you're in a more bullish trend. You'll like it more when you're on a bearish trend. And I say that, for example, like let's just say for this, right? You see that we set a lower high beneath the VWAP over the New York session, and then we came back up and we set another kind of lower high here beneath the channel and beneath the level. If we were actually on a bearish, like if NQ was bearish, I would have been very content with shorting this lower high here again. But because of the fact that we are very bullish on the overall market, I don't feel as great doing that, which is the reason why for me, I wouldn't short that for that particular reason. And instead, I'd be patiently waiting to take that long setup because that one just looks more better for the fact that we are bullish on the overall market. And you can see here over the NQ today, I mean, I don't expect all you guys to be like Mr. Jake Ricci and hold for those massive moves, but obviously holding to the all-time highs today would have been about 380 points from that potential higher low entry off of Globex. And so coming into the New York session right now, you can see here that when we opened up on Globex, right, we opened up here, we pushed higher, and then we essentially with the level here at 29,549, we held that level for call it a double bottom, call it a higher low, whatever you want to see fit. And we pretty much catapulted here and kind of moving our way up into what is now the new all-time high, which is about 29,693, right? And so after this, I was actually on a one-on-one with a student, and what I actually ended up taking was a short. And again, I have much tighter expectations when it comes to shorting such a bull trend. So earlier on in my one-on-one with them, I was looking for us to first and foremost see if we can fulfill this double top and break beneath the VWAP, which we essentially did. I then took the lower high entry as we held beneath the channel here for a short trade on the NQ. I held through all of this. And this was another one of those beautiful examples as to where that if you were to have leveraged, if you were to have moved your stops to break even immediately, I would have missed this trade setup. And you can see here, price did end up coming back up and tagging above my entry. So if I moved it to break even, I would have missed out on the follow-up trade that came later on. So I captured a nice move to the downside on this lower high trade, and then I walked away. Reason being I set the target that I had was because I saw that we did have our last higher low down here. We also were coming up on the 200 EMA. So personally for me, I was content taking that setup there. And because we're on such a bull trend, I just wasn't looking for a massive, massive downside move. Again, managing my expectations. Now, obviously, this is very similar to the one of the prior nights that we had where I took a short trade and it just so happened that I actually caught the top of the short trade. And that night NQ moved like 300 points to the downside. And you can look at that and be like, man, would you have FOMO'd? I mean, again, I'm not expecting those large downward moves on an uptrend. So I was very happy taking the trade that I took and walking away. So in the same regard here, I'm totally content taking 30, 40 points on a short trade because it's within my expectation, it's within my risk. Obviously, had I just held, we would have been able to hold for much longer. And you can even see if we came back to Globex, that would have been a nice 90-point short trade. The lowest point of Asia session today so far was about down here. About 112 points is what we would have captured here, okay? So that's essentially what we were able to see on the NQ so far. As we take a look right now, we are still technically setting in lower highs at the moment. So I don't think the shorts are completely out of the clear yet. Again, if I'm looking at the NQ and I'm trading it, I would personally look at it from a perspective of I'm going to short with the expectation that we're not going to get a large, deep follow through. It's either I'm going to look at it that perspective or I'm going to rather patiently wait for a nice long setup and take my long setup instead. So anyways, just my 2 cents on what kind of I'm looking at this very moment in time. You can also take a look at the larger time frames right now on the NQ. Still a very disgusting weekly bar, as you can see. And then as we go into the daily bar as well, we kind of essentially gapped up here off the open there. And so we'll see. I mean, I think there's a very good plausibility that NQ could retrace back down here to the 29.48 area before we continue higher. Again, very speculative, but open to that. We'll see what price offers us. Right now, as we take a look at it, this most recent hourly close, we did close a bullish one here. And I just got a trigger hit. You see on the notification here, that was a trigger hit for my gold trade. So let's just flip over to the gold trade so we can see how we're doing right now. Gold trade, we're moving nicely right now. By the way, this is, if you guys are following me on Instagram, you'll know that this is actually my funded next account that I just took on. So I'm targeting probably just VWAP here. So I'm going to set my target here. I already trimmed that alert hit that I got earlier was my trim. So I've already trimmed for 1 hour, guys. I'm going to see if I can tag this 2 hour spot down here on gold. And so anyways, why I'm kind of talking about funded next is you guys have been hearing me talk about these for these past couple streams already. I've been very much interested in taking hopping on Funded Next as a platform. Just so you guys know as well, right now, Funded Next, and I don't know how new this promo is, code RT, you'll get 47% off their flex plan right now. So that's pretty solid, and that's essentially what I have on right now. I scooped up a 50K flex plan with Funded Next right now, so that's the one that I'm working on at the moment, okay? 50K giveaway. So I got about 170 of you guys. Welcome to the stream, gang, right? Welcome to Project 365. We are streaming 10 hours a day, 5 days. Actually, to be perfectly almost 7 days a week. So we're on here all the time, gang. So definitely drop a thumbs up on the stream. I mean, it's all I really ask for. And the reason why I'm such a pusher on that right now is because, especially for my session, guys, like not a lot of people are awake around my time zone. So unless you're from the other side of the world, you're probably dead asleep at the moment. So for all those who are here right now, thank you for partaking and being a part of this. I appreciate it, guys. But yeah, those thumbs up really just help build more awareness and helps drive the algorithm so that it builds the exposure that I exist right now. So I don't have a Funded Next account to give away just yet, TDH. I just saw that note come through the chat there. We are working on that. I will work towards getting some account giveaways with them as well. So hang tight. I promise you I'm working on that right now. But yeah, code RT, man, 47% off their flex plans, and you could do up to about 5 of them. So not too shabby, man. Not too shabby. I literally just posted it not too long ago. Welcome, my travel journal. You're new here. I'm just gonna catch up on the chat. I will keep talking here. Just give me a second. I realize a lot of messages have come through since I started doing the NQ breakdown, and now I'm doing the gold breakdown. So let's take a look here. 20 push-ups every day. You know what? I actually am a big advocate of that. I try to do a little bit of exercise every day, just a little bit. Maybe not enough to break a sweat, but just to get the blood flowing, right? I think that's really, really important. Hey, Ramirez, man. You know, I was talking about this earlier. Probably not the best role model here since I eat so much sugar, but I've been told that refined sugars are really, really bad actually when it comes to Alzheimer's. Apparently, it's one of the biggest cause of Alzheimer's for old people. So, yeah, I'm not the best role model again, but give me 1 second here. Just realized. Yeah, anyways, 400 trillion to be born as a human. Just eat whatever, man. Enjoy life. Yeah, 100%, Bernati. I love food. Am I in a trade? Oh yeah, sorry. I realized you guys were probably messaging this earlier. Yes, I mentioned earlier on before I even did the NQ trade review that I was in a gold trade and I was in a short because I thought someone in the group here was in longs. I was like, ooh, I'm sorry, but I'm going against you here. I'm going for shorts here. Brian, hey man, what's going on? You caught the short and the long. Killer, man. Killer. I'm assuming you're referring to the New York session from earlier. I took the 15-minute. Yeah. Cool. I love that. Hey, what's going on, Soul Chef? 3K on gold. Wicked. Way to go, buddy. Congratulations. What a banger day. What's going on, Ammo? Kamya, good to see you, man. Ever since I stopped moving my stop loss, I have been seeing much greater success. Eldred, my man, that's what I'm talking about, right? I know it's not like, it's very tough to watch things happen. And I know people in the chat are always telling me, Alan, move your stop loss, protect your profits. I'm okay, man. I'm honestly okay. Like if I lose the trade, I lose the trade. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. It's all part of the game. And I'm okay with that. I accept that risk, right? Now, if your trading style requires you to hover your stop losses and kind of like move with the, I guess it depends on what time frame you trade. 2-minute chart, 1-minute chart, 5-minute chart. I don't know. If you want to trail your stops, you absolutely can. If that's your strategy, power to you. But for the way that I trade, it would actually kill me more than it would help me to be moving my stop loss. And I think you guys have seen that many times. You've seen that on stream and off stream, where if I move my stops, I end up getting target, but unfortunately I get stopped out first. In the same regard, where if I leave my risk, even if I log off the stream, you guys can see, because I usually update on Instagram after the fact, look, boom. Even though I couldn't stay around for the stream to see the trade follow through, the follow through does end up happening, and I end up getting what I want out of the trade. So just my 2 cents on that. Good to see you, TDH, man. Good morning. Good morning to you. Evening for me, but since I stopped micromanaging trades, I've seen some more. I'm loving the theme here, gang. That's awesome. Just passed 2 evals on this GC short trade. Let's fucking go. Nice work, man. Jake, I know you love your gold, man. You love your gold. It's all good, man. It'll probably offer you another entry anyway, so. Next gen extend their unlimited free resets. Yeah, that's killer, man. Whoever's taking advantage of those, man, 100%. Hey, nice. Good to see you. We were riding that short together there, Christian. Yeah, we got pretty similar entries as well. I'm pretty good with my risk and where it is. I will start lowering my stop loss here soon. Like, I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's pretty reasonable for me to lower my risk down to here now to 3.2 instead of leaving it up here at 6, which is what I originally had. But I'm gonna leave it where it is. I'm not gonna touch it for now. I already trimmed it off earlier, so even if I get stopped out, I'm still pretty good on this trade. So, Akim, new subscriber, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Well, what happened to my chat? I just lost where I was. All right, there you go. What's up? Amber, hello, welcome. Frank, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Maybe my voice will put you to sleep tonight. Hey, Sergio, what's up? Livia, good to see you. Nice. Baljeet caught some MNQ shorts on that NQ pull down. I love that. That's beautiful. Hey, Carl, what's going on? TX. I haven't gone through the thesis yet to why I took the short trade, but I did mention before I even went through the NQ breakdown that I was in a short trade already. I took the short trade before the stream even started, actually, because I was getting set up and I saw the setup. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take my chances at this one. And, I think that, one of the things I've been talking about a lot, and even some with the fresher one-on-ones I've been having with students, is that your stop loss. I mean, for those who are constantly moving your stop loss and not even about tightening it, what's even worse is moving it further and further away. Don't do that to yourself, guys, right? Your stop loss is there for a reason. I hope to believe that the stop loss is there is A, to protect yourself from yourself. But also it's because I'd like to believe the reason why your stop loss is there is because if you get stopped out, your original trade thesis has been invalidated. And I hope that's the reason why you're doing it, right? Because otherwise, if you just keep moving your stop loss, not only are you not accepting a loss, but you're completely throwing out your reason for taking the trade to begin with. So that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, right, guys? So just something to just kind of keep in mind, just my 2 cents on stop losses and why they're important. Gold Cell, Jerzen, what's up? Quick question: if you do trade New York every day, should I take any trade during Asia or London, or should I not be trading? Honestly, I don't think there's any issue with trading both session. Nothing wrong with that, guys. And I say that because, like, you, again, it depends on how many accounts you have, I guess, right? Like, if you've gotten wins out of Asia and London, I see no reason why you should still trade New York unless for some reason you want to. I think that I always say don't overstay your welcome. I think that there are times where we push harder than we really should. So I'd say trade with what makes sense to you. For a lot of times, I have enough accounts that I can trade Asia, London, and New York, and I'm perfectly fine. So, that's what episode we're good on. Her Scout Bunny was here. Is Scout Bunny in here? I haven't seen him in here yet. What's good, Ron? Hello. Yeah, Amber, you got your gold. Right on. Gianni, I'm a new trader, been trading for about a month past my evaluation, but 2 weeks ago, but feel my trades are inconsistent. I'll win one day and the next lose. What's the best advice you have? I know that, especially if you're new to trading, you're probably like looking for some holy grail answer to that question. There is no such thing. If you're still new to trading, my best advice to you is to honestly work on building your reps in. Size small, everything, whether you're an experienced trader or you're a new trader, the goal for you is survival. Survival is everything. And why do I say that? There are a lot of reasons why I say survival is everything for us. The one reason why I would say survival is important to us is because if you are new to trading and you are constantly blowing up your funds, it's hard for you to learn about what is truly your strategy and what is a probable success rate, because you're spending so much time focusing on that P&L because you keep blowing up. And that's all you're going to focus on, is how often you keep blowing up on your accounts, right? For the experienced traders, similar, right? Like, I mean, if you're just constantly running through your accounts and like it's nothing, what's going to happen in that situation is that you're going to use up all your capital. And then when your good setups finally present themselves, you have no capital to take them. And that's just not good, right? Either way, I think that for all of us, both new and experienced alike, I think it's important for us to really pace ourselves. I know that we're in this to make money, but the market's not going anywhere, guys. The market's not going anywhere, right? I keep saying this every stream, and I'll say it every stream again moving forward. Market's been here longer than we've been around, and it's going to be here longer than well after we draw our last breath. So just take your time, size small, work at it brick by brick, build consistency, build your edge. And once you've got that, once you have a proven track record of success, you can slowly start to edge up, right? And increase your size slowly, right? Don't jump from 1 micro to 1 mini, like slowly, progressively, 2 micros, 3 micros, 4 micros. And then that's going to be based on your comfortability, your consistency, your drawdowns, all those kind of things, right? So maybe a little bit of a long-winded answer for you, Gianni, but it's one that does make sense to me, right? Good to have you, nevertheless, TX. Small breaks build the mansion. You front just whip out a mansion one day, build up 100%. Yeah, accepting those red days, man. So this is an example here sometimes where it can get really frustrating for a lot of traders, and they'll see this right now. I'm just moving this up so that I can see this more properly. You'll get very upset because you're like, man, you literally missed your target by like a tick. What do you do in this situation? Well, the reality is that this just does happen, right? So all you can do is protect your downside. The way I look at this is that I'm going to keep my trade thesis here intact. There's 2 ways you can look at this. if this was a funded account and you're like, you know what, for whatever the reason, you're okay with just taking profit here, then take profit. Like if this was my funded account and I was off by, let's say, what is this? And I'm sharing this because I don't talk about this a lot. We wicked about 47 to the T. My TP was 0.2 beneath. So it was 0.2 away. In this case and scenario, if this was a funded account, I probably would have trailed my stop loss all the way to the bottom here. Right there. 10 points. Because basically in this scenario, it's either I get stopped out for 10.4 points or I hit my PT at 12 points. Either way, it's not a big miss on my end. So if it was on a funded, I'd be very much okay with doing this, right? But on an eval, I'm just going to let this play out. I'm not going to be too big of a stickler on this. This is my, let's see. I'm doing pretty well on this account already right now. You can see here my profit target is it 2,500. Let me just double check here. Actually, I'm just gonna hop on my broker thing. Funded next. Give me a second, gang. I already forgot what my PT was supposed to be on this account. Actually, silly me, silly me. What is my target here? My target is 2,500. Yeah, so I'm supposed to hit 2,500. That's my goal here with this account. If I hit $2,500, I pass this account. Is there consistency rule? Profits, minimum days, permitted loss. Yeah. Pretty much it. So I'm going to leave it as this anyways. Yeah, Gianni. And honestly, even if you do blow your account, don't beat yourself up. It's part of the game, man. Anyone who tries to tell you that they don't blow accounts is lying to you. It's literally part of the game, man. Cam Bam, it all comes down to your trading style, right? If you feel uncomfortable and you want to move it back to break even, move it to break even. It's all good. I personally, I'm good. I'm good to accept this risk for what it is. But like I said, kind of went through the earlier, right? If this was my funded, yeah, I would have hugged it, to be honest, because I want to be a prick for a tick. On an eval right now, I'm okay letting this play out, because even if I get stopped out, I'm still very much in the green, and I still have a lot of ammunition left to keep trading this account to help to get this account to a pass. So yeah, Maruki, right now the plan that I am using is actually the flex plan. So the flex plan, I mean, it's pretty solid. It's a $1,500 max drawdown. So there's no daily loss limit. That's basically $1,500 is your limit. Like if you get stopped out, you're done. But your profit target's 25. So instead of the usual $3,000 profit target, it's 2,500. Generally speaking, for me, if I'm ever trading with accounts that have like really crappy drawdown to profit ratios, I'll generally try to scalp a bit just to build my buffer a little bit, so I have a little bit more drawdown to play with before I kind of patiently wait for that more A+ setup, so to speak, right? But again, that's just one perspective of how to look at it. How long are you on for? I'm on, Ryan, I'm going to be on here until 12 o'clock midnight my time, so Pacific Standard Time. Agent 88, I would have hugged it when it got close. So basically earlier when the bar was already down here, and you can see the first bar wicked up, and then the second bar was trying. At this point in time, I would have been more than happy to hug it at this point, because like it's like, again, hit TP for 12, stopped up for 10-4. Either way, not the biggest deal in the world, right? But again, and that's just because I'll manage my funded a little bit differently in that regard, because again, I don't want to be too greedy in that regard either, right? It all comes down to also position sizing, your trims, your entries, all those kind of things also playing a role in that. So, can you talk how payout on flex works? I have no idea. This is literally my first eval. I've never traded with funded next before, so I have no idea how this functions really much. I'm gonna go with the flow and share the journey with you guys along the way. Hey, what's going on, Rasta? I am going to grab a drink, though. I'll be right back. I got to grab a drink. But I got 237 of you guys in here right now, and only half of you guys have dropped a thumbs up, guys. I will do a 50K giveaway the moment we hit 200 thumbs up. So for all you guys on the stream right now, if you guys haven't dropped the thumbs up, I really don't know what you're waiting for. It's as if you don't want to, it's like you don't want a 50K giveaway or something. I don't know, man. But I'll be right back. All right, sorry, gang. I am back. I am back. I had to get my cake, by the way. This is the triple chocolate mousse cake that I was talking about. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm getting my last slice in, and I'm saving one for my kiddo. All right, let's catch up here again. What are we at? So from a structure perspective right now on gold, I'm open to moving my stop loss down to about, let's see, where would I want it? Here, 3.2. I'm okay with that. Okay, let's go back to the chat here. Akatsuki chair. Yeah, man, you know it. I'm a big Uchiha guy, man. Especially Itachi. Yeah, man, when gold moves, it's beautiful, man. It's such an amazing thing. That's the reason why there was like, it was a few months back when NQ was like just ranging in like the death trap, and everyone was kind of giving Jake heck for not trading NQ, but it was like gold was just such a good trade. It's kind of hard to not trade it when it looks way better than NQ, right? So, Mitch, dogs making atrocious lip smacking sounds. Thought I'd say hey. Oh boy, I'm getting some. I got some snacks, my man. You know how it is. I've never traded silver, man. I've never traded silver. I can't really speak to that one. Right now on another indicator that I'm looking at, we're kind of holding a key trigger line at the moment, actually. The FF indicator here, I'll just kind of give you guys a glimpse here. You can see here right now that we pulled back up after we held the 5-minute trigger line here, and that's what's on the middle chart. And then we are now setting up this potential higher low at the 2-minute trigger line now. So this does look like we're going to start potentially pushing up here. Again, we've been ranging, so that's the reason why like I'm not like overly obsessed with longs on gold. So now I'm gonna go through the daily chart quickly here, gang. You guys are probably getting bored and tired of me saying this, but it's just true. Like, look at us. We are just in a daily range right now on gold. So I don't blame me for not feeling excited about longs or anything like that, because we're just kind of ranging, and we've been doing this for a little while now. And then when you go into the hourly time frame right now as well, the last hour was a very bullish candle. But I mean, in any other case, I normally would be very worried. But like, I don't know. I guess it's kind of hard. Normally, a bullish candle like this on the hourly would make me think, okay, we're gonna go higher. Question really comes down to is how much higher will we go? I don't know. It just when I'm looking at look at this death trap when on the hourly time frames, this is gold just looks disgusting, and so I just a part of me just thinks we're gonna range. We're gonna range back and forth. So yeah, could I get stopped out? So yeah, possibly, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if we just get trapped back and forth because that's all we've been doing on gold. Like gold hasn't really done a lot. Like it's offered a lot of good trading opportunities for us, but it hasn't actually really moved anywhere, guys. It's like the whole week we've just been in daily range. So, anyways, um, what's going on, Callan? Thank you, man. Man, my whole family's actually still sick at the moment, but they're getting through it, man. They're getting through it. Yeah, Amber, I don't know if you've ever been to Vancouver, but if you ever come by or whatever, Sweet Obsession, man, they have the most killer triple chocolate mousse cakes. I've been having this cake for the past 20 years, no joke. They've been around. They've been in Vancouver for since 1993 or 1994, I think. Yeah, it's crazy. Does anyone know if TradeAway has some sliding profit/loss function? At the moment, it just has profit and loss currently. I want to see what my stop loss dollar value before I enter TradingView does. I don't know if TradeAway offers that, to be honest. At least I don't. I don't use TradeAway on its own. I always use TradingView, so I'm probably not the best person. There you go. Aggie's hopping in there. She might have an answer for you on that one. Baljeet wants to short the NQ. What does the NQ look like right now? Yeah, tricky spot. Tricky spot. I can see why you want it though. But right now, I honestly for NQ, I would much rather patiently wait to see if we can get like it would be nice to see if we can hold this 29,549 area so that we can continue setting this higher low structure here. Like ideally, it'd be nice to keep kind of pushing upwards from here. But I do understand why you want the shorts. I mean, we're beneath the 200 EMA. We're kind of holding beneath the all-time highs. Well, before we made new all-time highs again, but we're kind of holding beneath the all-time highs. So I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you at all. We need 45 more thumbs up, gang, before we do the giveaway. Thanks, Gianni. Can you use TradingView and sync the accounts for your evals and stuff? Can you use TradingView and sync it? What do you mean by that? Like, are you saying like could you copy trade it via syncing through TradingView? If you're asking that question, I don't think you can do it on by itself. I think there are programs that you have to buy. Do I think it's going to dump more? Are we talking about gold? I think we have possibility. I mean, we definitely want to get beneath VWAP though. Like we're still holding above VWAP right now, so I'd love to see us break below VWAP. And if we do that, then I think it's very much on the table for us to come follow through. Because again, we've just been ranging. Look, like we're ranging, right? That's what we're doing right now. And so I'd like to believe that my short trade is, although not at the top of range, but we are at the upper end of the range. So that's the reason why I'm okay with holding this still. So, anyways, Alan, random question, but when was the last time you had a losing week trading? Losing week. So I assume that your question, big board trading, is like, as in like for 5 days straight, I had like a losing day, right? I assume that's what you mean, not losing trade, because I've obviously had losing trades every day. Like if you guys have even seen me take those losses, so I do lose every day, trade wise. But a losing day, this month I had one losing day last week on Tuesday, but I haven't had a losing day since. I have to update this actually too. Actually, now that you kind of called me out on that too, I'm just gonna update my stuff here. Give me a second. I've been, I used to be very good about updating it, but these days I've been like, things have just been so chaotic. Me updating my trading calendar thing has been just very not as fast as I should be, to be honest. Let's see. Right now, we're still holding the 2-minute trigger line on gold. You can see that already right now. Yeah, my last losing day was Tuesday. Every day since then, I've still been doing okay so far. Wow. So you could with the minute, but tell you what made you take shorts on GC. Because again, I don't know if I maybe you may have missed it. I was just mentioning that we're kind of in a range, right? So we retested and we rejected my area of interest up here at 4718.9, and so we after that we closed and we held beneath the level as well. So for me, that was kind of my reasoning for why I wanted to short, because I had key levels that I was looking at, but then also because we're on the upper end of the range right now. So I just figured we may not be the highest part of the range, but we are on the upper end of the range. So I'm looking to essentially short the upper end of the range down into the middle of the range, technically speaking, which that's why I was really hoping for this target. So it does suck that I missed it by 0.2, but knowing me, knowing the situation, I probably should have just kept my PTN a more round number versus that 9.8. Like that, otherwise I probably would have been out of my trade already. So a little bit of an oversight on my side, but all good. Not sure if you've seen my question, but was wondering, I have only traded NQ and MNQ. Do you recommend trying other markets or first getting solid NQ, MNQ? So my personal opinion in terms of how I look at it, you will notice that I only trade the NQ and gold, and there's a reason for that. When I used to trade options, I used to only trade SPX and Tesla. I find that it's best when you're learning to just work on one chart and just kind of build on that understanding. And I say that just because like the charts on different assets do behave differently. I'll give you an example. So you look at the way like the candles are forming right now in this 2-minute on gold. Sorry, I just realized I'm not showing the same screen. So you see right now on NQ, these are the candles that you see on the NQ right now. And then on gold, you can see that these are the kinds of candles. And then I go to platinum, and you see these kinds of candles, right? And so this is what I mean by like sometimes it's I find that it's helpful to just trade one specific kind, so then you can get a rhythm and an understanding of its behavior. And if you want to gradually branch out, you can. That's the one thing that I think a lot of people don't realize, that I always say this, is that like Jake's ability to trade so many different names at a time is actually a huge skill set. Like I don't think a lot of people have the ability to do that. And that's one of his biggest things that he's been able to do over the years, right? But I, for myself, yeah, I like to stick to just two things and just consistently trade them. Personal opinion on that one. What's up, Cheyenne? What do we do when we are too in our head because we have a good week and it seems too good to be true? So then we start performing badly. Does that make sense? How do we reset? It is a mental game in the end of the day, Cheyenne. I think that to that question, right? Like all of us, and I always say that the market doesn't owe us anything, guys. The NQ doesn't give a crap. The gold does not give a crap. The market doesn't give a crap about your evals. They don't care about your funded. Like you're a little. In the end of the day, we are all ants in the grand scheme of things. So whether you've had a hot week or a bad week, the market doesn't care. You just got to remember and to place yourself in the position that you just have the privilege to play the game that is the market. You are not the market. You have no ability to decide what happens, whatever. So your success or your failures on the market plays no realm or role in how you should trade your next trade. If that's all just mental at that point for you, right? So I think the better that you're able to detach yourself from all that and be like, hey, you know what? This is me. Like, this is me against me at this point. If the chart presents itself, then the chart presents itself. Regardless of whether I'm on a losing streak or a winning streak, that doesn't change what the chart is doing. So I think it's just more so about being able to reset that. And for every one of you guys, that's gonna be different, right? My Moonlight, my stream schedule is 10 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time. If you're in the Eastern time zone, that would be 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. And I'm on here basically from Sunday to Thursday. Now, if you're in different parts of the world, the day and the time might be a little bit different, so I can't speak to that. But that's my stream schedule. Yeah, NQ is moving. Hey, what's going on, Pete? Hey, you're welcome, Johnny. You guys, did you guys hear what I said earlier on NQ? That literally just happened, guys. No joke. Baljeet, I hope you didn't take that short. This is what we were talking about earlier, right? I made the comment, I'm like, I'd rather patiently wait to see if we can get a long, to see if we can hold this 29,549 area for a higher low. And literally 2 minutes after I said that, it just whacked up just like that. What was that? That was a 45.2-minute candle. What a banger. I don't know if any of you guys caught that long. That was beautiful. I obviously wasn't trading it, but I did mention that this was a watch for us, right? So beautiful, beautiful. What are we at right now? 273 viewers. Welcome to Project 365 for those who are just tuning in, guys. I just went through the NQ and I went through the gold trade review. I'm here to answer as many questions as I can for the group here. Because I have one of the slower sessions, I do have the ability to answer questions for you guys. I've been trading for about 5 years, and I know for some of you guys that might not seem like a lot, but for me, I'll tell you right now, I think a lot of the traders can jokingly appreciate this, but I may have traded for 5 years, but I'm sure it's taken 20 years off my life trading this, just because that's what the market does to us, right? But I've had a lot of success. I've been profitable actually since year one, but in the end of the day, I would say the past 3 years have been the most consistent for me, and last year was my biggest year I've ever had. If you want to know more about that, obviously follow the YouTube, because I don't like talking about that too much on streams or in social media, just because, yeah, it's not what I'm here for. But I've had a lot of consistent success. So with that, this might not be the time that I can, trade the best per se, like this specific pocket of the market, but I'm okay with that. It gives me more of an opportunity to chat with you guys and share my insights the best I can. So hopefully I can add some value to yourself as a trader, whether you're inexperienced or experienced, either way. Okay. So we're about, what is it, 174 thumbs up. We're just basically about 26 more thumbs up, and we'll be able to do the giveaway for the 50K account, guys. So just an FYI. Right, guy, that's hilarious. That's happened to me before. Where you're trying to lower your win because you want to meet a certain consistency, but it keeps screwing with you. I know. Days like those are the worst sometimes. Gandhi, you caught the long. Let's go, buddy. That's good work. Hey, it's good to see someone in the chat caught that, man. That was beautiful. Oh crap, I forgot my cup of coffee. It's still sitting at the desk there. Hold on, I'll be right back. My espresso. I do have my personal one. I haven't really been doing much there recently, mainly because of the fact that this is pretty much where I'm preoccupied now. I'm a pretty busy dude. I think a lot of the guys who are regulars here will recognize that. I quite literally am awake almost every minute of every day. I'm an entrepreneur. I work in the restaurant industry, and I trade and I coach and I mentor. I'm a father, and my mom and my grandma are also old and not healthy, so I have to take care of them as well. So there's just a lot of that. So I haven't been able. So I'm a little behind. But with that said, though, I do have a lot of videos that I've posted over my time of this past year. I actually had I had opened up my YouTube literally just a year ago. So, but within that year, I did put out quite a bit of content. Some of the things that I would recommend for some of the newer viewers here right now is the M&Q series. I did an M&Q series last year or so, kind of talking about how I can take 3 micros and pass an account and get a payout. I think there's a lot of good learnings from that series there. And I have a lot of different videos as well, kind of talking about journaling, rotating accounts, all those kind of things, right? So I don't remember anymore, but just my my suggestion there. Gianni, I have my espresso the way that it's meant to be had. Black. When I'm at home, I actually don't add anything to it. Like when I'm out, I'll have it with like whatever the coffee shops offer it. But when I make it at home, I only drink my coffee black. Oh yeah, speaking of Apex too, on my YouTube, I actually posted a whole video about my big one account payout on there as well, and my whole experience with them. Because at the time, and the reason why I did that was because at the time that I was trading Apex, there was a lot of negativity around Apex. Like people were saying things like how like, oh, they don't pay out and yada yada yada. I'm like, honestly, I had zero issues. I've never had issues with Apex. Like that's why I advocate for them a lot, because for me, one account, I literally took that account, 6 payouts, 80K, in total I had like 90 some $1,000 in payout. Never had an issue. So I don't know. And also Apex is actually doing a 90% off right now. So if you guys are looking to do that as well, code RAKE 90% off right now on Apex accounts. FYI. Would you wait for a pullback to enter NQ longs? I'm assuming you're asking it now. I mean, guess where's it now? I would like to break above VWAP. I wouldn't long anymore right now at this point. I'd like to get above VWAP and then look at longs after that, just because we're still holding beneath it at the moment. Apologies if I'm missing your questions. I feel like the chat's moving pretty freaking fast right now. Bro, what's your advice on TPT? Get over your 4,500 buffer unfunded things. So Calino, I would personally, like how I get over it myself, and it might be to each their own. I actually just size up a little bit and I just scalp for 1 hour trades over and over and over again. I was literally talking to a student earlier on. I find that if you hold for bigger trades, it's just tough. You lose so much of your drawdown because if you think about it, if you make $600 profit, but then it hits your $600 stop loss, or vice versa, maybe even worse. Let's say we're shooting for 2R and you hit like $1,000 profit, but then it goes back to your and hits your stop loss at like your $600 stop loss. In theory, you're now $1,600 down in drawdown, even though you technically you only got stopped up by 600. So, anyways, that would be my kind of 2 cents on that one. I don't trade live on my YouTube Moonlight. This is the only thing I do with streaming. I actually had no streaming experience prior to Project 365. Long story short, Jake and I go way back. I've been a student of his since 2023. Him and I have a good relationship. It was just honestly, when you talk about like the higher power, stars align, I was literally about to catch a flight to Asia with my whole family. And I was at the airport when Jake reached out to me. He called me. He's like, "Hey man, can we chat? I have an idea." And then I'm like, "Yeah." He talked to me. He asked me and then he asked me, he's like, "Hey Alan, what do you want for your future? Like, what are you thinking about? What does that look like?" And I actually said to him, I'm like, "You know what? I had a really big year last year, and I actually want to slow down on trading a little bit, and I want to just enjoy it. I want to enjoy time with my family. I want to do a lot of the things, eat good food, travel the world, those type of things, right?" So I said, I really want to slow down on my trading and focus more on my business, my entrepreneurship stuff, but then also helping other people in trading. Like that's been the thing that I want to do. So when he asked, he's like, "Hey, Alan, perfect. I'm looking to do this." At the time, we didn't have a name for it, but he's like, "I want to do this thing, which is Project 365. Would you be up for it?" And I said, "Hey, sure. Why not? I like the idea." Him and I kind of hash things out, and next thing you know, I'm here. It's been what 5 weeks now, and we're streaming, and yeah. So I had no streaming experience prior to this, so I put my YouTube channel in the chat already once. I'll do it again just because I see people are still asking for it, so I'll drop it in there for you guys. And thank you, man. My mom, like a lot of people don't know my story, but yeah, I was raised by a single mom, and my mom has mental health issues as well. She's always had it. My grandma's very old now too. She's in her 90s now. So, and my grandma basically took care of me when I was growing up. Whenever my mom would be in the mental health hospitals and stuff like that. So yeah, for me, my family's important to me. It's hard. It's hard to balance it all, but it's important no matter what happens and whatever success we find. We don't lose our way. We don't lose our values. At this point in time in structure, I'm okay with moving my stop loss lower now. So at this point, this is where I'll move my stop loss down to this point. I'm okay with that now, just because of the way that price is forming. What's up, Alan? How are you doing tonight? Christian, I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Just having my cup of coffee and having my slice of triple chocolate mousse cake here while I chat with you guys. What's your favorite instrument to trade? Instrument to trade as in like asset, like GC or NQ? Is that what you mean? Or are you talking about, yay, target hit, guys, let's go. All right, canceling that now. So by the way, guys, for those who are just kind of hopping in here right now, I had a short trade with 2 minis. I trimmed off for about 6 points, and I just sold my last contract for 12 points. And so this is on my funded next account. I have 23.21. I literally need only $180 left on this eval. I literally just bought an hour ago, and I will pass this eval. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, it's only been 5 weeks, man. Like we haven't been streaming for long. So I don't stream on my personal YouTube. I have no plans to do that. I personally think that Rake is probably going to continue to do this. I know we're saying we're going to do this for a year. I mean, who knows? I don't want to maybe speak for him, but I think that as long as our subscriber base continues to grow, our viewership continues to grow, we're going to continue to do this, right? All of us love doing what we do. We love trading. We love coaching. We love teaching. Where this is the right domain, and I hope you guys find the value, right? That's exactly the reason why we're doing what we're doing, man. Like, drop a thumbs up, guys, because like really, that's all we're asking for. We're not asking you to pay us to be part of our stream. If you can drop a thumbs up every single time you hop on our streams, if you could share this link with people, if you could subscribe, that's all we ask for, man. And here we are. We're going to do our best to provide you guys as much value as possible while giving you guys free accounts, right? So just cherry on top of it all. And I do see that we hit 200 thumbs up now with over 300 viewers. So you know what I'm going to say here? I am going to do the giveaway right now, but I'm going to put it up here anyways as well. If we get to 300, I will do another one. 300 thumbs up on stream, and I will give another account away. Okay? So I'll leave it there for now, but I am going to do the giveaway here. But hang on one sec. I just want to read through the last questions here before I run the giveaway, because I know everyone's going to start spamming. Substitute channel. It's mostly recaps, which is results. Thank you, Alan. Hey, no problem, Adam. That's amazing. How do you pass eval so fast? I'll get back to that question later. I have questions. Your chart is so clean. Is the camera or background? Have your question. Your chart is so clean. Is the camera or background color? Are you talking about the one over here? I don't know if you're talking about that one. Question your chart is likely. What's that? Bigger structure. Questions. Okay, dude, you keep asking about my screen. I don't know if I answered your question. Do I think gold can run lower? Yeah, I mean, you heard my thesis earlier, right, guys? I want to catch the upper end of the range down to the middle of the range. But if it can go down to the bottom of the range, power to you guys. Let's go. Mana Helsad. You're talking to the guy who does not copy trade, so naturally I would say no. So I mean, to each their own. I mean, if it works for you, why not? I will. You know what, Mana? Please ask that question again after I do the giveaway. I owe it to the gang here to do the giveaway first. So I'm just going to do the giveaway. So any questions that I have not answered just yet, please pop it back in after the spamming has passed. Okay? So give me a second here. I am going to type it here for you guys so that you guys know. This is basically what you're going to type in to participate in the giveaway, and thumbs up the stream. Wow, I can't spell. Don't start yet, guys, because I haven't even got the bot going yet. I got to get the bot going. Hang tight, guys. Hang tight. Giveaway. Begin. All right, the bot is live now. Let's run this now. Run this for the giveaway, guys. Let's go. Any questions that you guys have asked, I'm sorry. I will get to it later. Ask the questions after the spamming has been completed, okay? I know that there were like 6 or 7 of you guys that had asked questions, and unfortunately, I don't see them anymore. So we will get to that in a bit, okay? And Q, nice, starting to break above EWAP here. I like that. While you guys are doing this, I'm just going to eat my cake. Remember, guys, you guys don't need to spam, okay? If you guys have done it once, it should work already. I have 102 of you guys in right now. This is like, it's funny because this is like how people eat popcorn. I'm just here just eating my cake while I watch you guys go after this giveaway. If you did it 20 times, it's okay. Not a big deal. I'm just letting you know you don't have to spam. Right now, we have about 2 minutes left until the giveaway clock stops. Ron Digit. Let me just see. I can actually search through this to see if your name's on here, Ron. There are so many names here. Holy crap. That's totally fair. If you guys want to spam, you guys can spam. I'm not going to stop you guys. I'm just trying to like save you guys the word, but this is a triple chocolate mousse cake. I'm almost done now, though. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, chocolate. That's true, guys. You guys should be dropping thumbs up. For those who are hopping on the stream right now, if we get to 300 thumbs up, I'll do another giveaway, so. Anybody who has come to visit me in Vancouver and who has met me knows that my love for food is real, and you will also be able to enjoy that love for food with me if you came with me. I know some guys on yesterday's stream actually told me that they were actually in the Lower Mainland. They actually had lived near me too, so that's crazy. I'm always down to do live meetups, man. As much as I want to be able to give you this cake, Ramirez, I don't think I can send it through the screen, my man. It is yummy. All right, the giveaway time is over. Stop spamming now, because we are about to pick a winner. All right, stop spamming now. Stop spamming now. Yeah, I know. Your question made the clip, Jerson. I don't pick those, by the way. Sometimes like the editor, just when they see it, they see something that's worth talking about, they share it. All right, Aloha Trader, you are the winner of the giveaway. Aloha Trader, are you here? If you are here, Aloha Trader, please DM me on Instagram. Aloha Trader, are you here? You are here. Aloha. Aloha, aloha. Mahalo, brother. I don't know if you're actually a girl or a guy, so I'll just say mahalo. DM me on Instagram, my friend, and I will get you set up with a 50K Take Profit Trader account. So shoot me a DM. Just a reminder, guys, right now, Take Profit Trader is doing a 50% off accounts. They don't do that often. Anyone who's been around this field long enough knows I'm not just saying that. I don't even remember the last time they ever did that. So they have that promo until the end of this week. Even though I already have funded, I literally scooped up 10 150K evals for 50% off just cuz. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have them, you know? So just an FYI. Definitely recommend. Hey, Josh. Nice. All right, I'm going to go through the questions now because I know you guys have a lot of questions. I apologize. So anyways, for those who are tuning in right now, let's obviously work on getting our way to that 300. We are 60 away from 300 thumbs up, gang. Just saying. I'll delete that now. Questions. You are in Q. Hold on. Where are we? You are in Canada. Did you try Shelby's shawarma? Shelby's shawarma. I've tried a few shawarma places actually. Shelby shawarma. Let me just Google that. Shelby shawarma. I have not tried that place. My favorite shawarma place I've tried so far was in downtown on Deadman. It's actually by the Brecca Cafe there. It's like a hole in the wall place. My wife and I went there once. We tried it. It was so good. So good. We were actually waiting for our dinner reservation, but we were so hungry and we smelt the shawarma. So like, oh, we'll just get a little mini shawarma to share. Thing was so damn good, man. So damn good. How do I pass the eval so fast? I mean, it's all relative, guys. I'm in a very different place in trading. Like I just want to make that very clear. Like I'm not at that stage where I was before when I was trying to figure out what I was doing and figure out my craft and all that, right? Like because I do consistently get payouts, I have the affordability to go through accounts a little faster if I need to. You just have to make sure you recognize that too. I'm not saying that I'm willing to burn through 100 accounts or anything like that, but because of where I'm at with my trading and my understanding of my edge and my expected value as a trader, generally speaking, when I take trades, I'm not sitting around just waiting, right? So I'm okay sizing a little higher to get those trades locked in. So that's the real reason there. No disrespect, but why are you streaming on Rich? So, Brendan, maybe you just kind of hopped on here not too long ago. So you probably don't know my relationship, but Jake and I have a pretty solid relationship. And if it wasn't for him, I actually wouldn't even be streaming. I'm a very busy entrepreneur. I do this now because out of just I enjoy it, and you know Jake's vision and everything for this. I'm a strong believer in it. But it does take a lot of time for me. Like for me, when I come on here and I'm streaming with you guys for 2 hours, I have already finished a 12-hour workday before I even come to talk to you guys, and that's outside of me with my mom, my grandma, my kids, my like everything, like all of that, right? So, everything that we're doing is going to be like we're collectively working together as a team. So Christian, Mitch, Jake, Ron, myself, we're all in this. We're spanning across 10 hours, and we just believe that if we can collectively work as a group of like-minded traders, like-minded values, we'll go a lot further. I think that if all of us split up and had our own streams, I actually don't think we would do as well. I think the fact that we are collectively working together is what makes us strong. So that's the reason why I'm here. Go into the chat. A cake a day keeps the doctor away. Yeah, I don't know if my family would agree with that one, but once I'm done this cake, though, just so you guys know, I'm not gonna have cake every day. If you guys remember before this, I was having bubble tea, so I've just pivoted a little bit since I have it. Let's get an NQ trade before I go. All right, I'll do my best. What's the best matcha recommendation for Vancouver? Oh, bro, not even a question. If you come to Vancouver, Paragon Tea. Paragon Tea. 100% worth having. It is the best by far. No one comes close to them. There are competitors out here, but I'm telling you right now, you can't beat Paragon Tea. They're the best. If they were open later, I would actually order one and have one on stream with you guys. But they closed fairly early. Have you yet to try food in Toronto? It's so diverse. I've been to Toronto a few times. I've had some food there, here and there, but honestly, I don't remember the places I went to anymore. It's been quite some time since I've been there. Take small scalp, you will pass it fast. Yeah, I know. I'm almost there pretty much already at this point. Shawarma man, Shelby's, check their social. They seem to be really good. Remember, don't put the ketchup on the shawarma. Bruh, who puts ketchup on shawarma? Is that a thing? I'm actually, you know what? When it comes to food, I don't put condiments in my food, guys. I eat the way the chef meant it. If the chef doesn't give me the condiment as part of my meal, I'm not adding condiment to it. That's just not how I roll. Top Step, not my cup of tea, man. I still have accounts with them left, but they're what they've done with their changes, I'm not a big fan of it. So Lavelle, I'll keep that in mind, Mana. NQ, yeah. I mean, looks like we're trying to test. This is the break and retest of the VWAP that I'm looking for, right? But we need some follow through here. This is a little bit tricky. This is a little bit tricky, gang. Okay, I'm gonna pause on the questions in the chat for a bit here, just so I can just take a look at the NQ chart here because I haven't looked at it in a bit. Tricky, 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 tricky. I'm feeling a little tricky about this long here, guys. Only reason why I'm saying that is because this was like a very key lower high. Like this is the key lower high that I essentially shorted earlier, right? So I feel like we need a little bit better candle confirmation here. The 15-minute candle just opened as well, so maybe we get a little bit more of a retracement back to VWAP and then pop in another stronger 5-minute or 2-minute fail to go lower. Let's give it a little bit of time, guys. Oh, Gandhi's already in it already. He's already in it. Can I order tea tomorrow? I can totally rock tea tomorrow. Ketchup is straight to jail offense. Somali food. Have I ever tried Somali food? I've had it before. Yeah, right, guy. I've never heard about putting ketchup in a shawarma. That is so weird. Yeah, Mana. I mean, I don't even know what a part-time job is, man. I've been hustling all my life. That's all I know, man. It's also the reason why, like, I try to help people as much as I can too, and I try to help people realize that, you know, especially if you don't come from a lot, if you want to try to find success in life, it's hard. It's a lot of work, man. I'll tell you right now, a lot of people when they see me out and about and I'm like suited up, people just assume that I'm probably some Asian dude that comes from like a rich family. I'm so far from that, it's not even funny. And that's the reason why I think that whenever I see people who, you know, maybe lack institutional education or lack money or maybe come from a very tough background at home, I always try my best to help those individuals because I know a lot of those individuals will often feel like they don't have a lot going for them, but the reality is that they're capable of more than they believe, right? And I hope that I'm able to help people kind of realize that over the course of time. I'll tell you once you check their social, you'll get what I mean. Yeah, you know what? I'll add that Shormer spot to my list, and yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I think you follow me on Instagram now too. So if I do end up going there, I'll definitely tag you, man. You want to see my war room monitors and setup? I post about it actually on my Instagram. I did one post at the earlier of the year because I did a whole video of me and my setup. You're in a short for gold currently. I mean, that's solid, man. We did say gold was going to continue, right? And gold be continuing. Let's go. Anyone who's in that gold short with Josh, good for you, man. Good for you. Still in gold, short from 704. You think 682 is a realistic TP? 682. 682. Give me a second. I'm just going to look at my other screens. That's 682. 82, 82, 82. I mean, it's possible, but you got to be prepared because, I mean, those were the lows for Asia, and that was the lows for New York as well. So, and there's a lot of wicks in that area. I would tread carefully. I don't know if you want to be a prick for a tick per se, but I think 686.5, give or take there, might get a little bit of a bounce, to be honest, but we'll see. Can you get on NQ, please? I am on NQ right now. Unless, sorry, I don't know how long ago that question came through. It's all in who you know and who supports you. Grow your network, grow yourself, love the hustle, man. You make the hours in the day count. Yeah, man, 100%. I don't let a minute scroll by. I don't, for those, and it's, I don't mean this to be insulting, but I know that there's many of you guys that probably doom scroll on Instagram or on social media. I don't spend even a wick of time on doom scrolling. I don't got time for that, man. My time is focused on either educating myself, educating others or taking care of those around me. That's literally where every minute of my day gets spent. Brendan, I did answer that question already. I don't know if you walked away. Brendan, are you still there? I guess I don't want to say it again until you're actually here, just to make sure, because I did explain everything earlier. If you could break the 635 level, I'll re-enter for longs. Okay, sorry, I did as in you heard me, or you want me to repeat it again? I got 2 new 27-inch monitor. Oh, you were AFK for a few minutes. Okay, so I'll answer your question real quick. I'll high level it because I went on a little bit of a rant on that one. Rake and I go way back. I'm actually part of his mastermind. I was one of his mastermind students from 6.0, and I've known him for a long time. So long story short, when he called me, I was looking to make a big shift in my life this year around mentoring and coaching. He did not even know that when he called me. That was something that I was like pre-planning already. And so when he called me, it was kind of like higher powers that be coming together at the same time. And when he asked me, I said, hell yeah, let's do this, right? So I had never streamed before. So when he gave me the platform to do that, and we had this big vision about what we want to accomplish, that's why we decided to come together and do this. And personally, in my opinion, Brendan, I think it's actually more powerful that we all come together and do this on one channel than it is for us to separate ourselves into 5 different channels, right? At least for all you guys, you don't have to think about, oh, who do I need to follow today? Oh, is Alan streaming or is Ron streaming, right? It's like you just need to be subscribed to the Rake Trades Network, and all 5 of us are going to be streaming 10 hours a day, 5 days a week at least, with some trade reviews on the 6th day or even trade reviews on the 7th day. So I definitely recommend doing that. Subscribe if you guys haven't already, man. It's worth it. You got 2 new 27-inch monitors. Looking for ideas for sets. My worm is really coming together. Really, eh? Cool. Well, I don't mind showing you guys. I'll show you guys in a bit here, actually. I'll just watch. Let's watch how this trade plays out. Gandhi's still in this long right now. So I'm really hoping, Gandhi, your trade works out as we kind of start to push up here. Would you watch a YouTube stream? Would I watch a YouTube stream? I've never watched a YouTube stream before, actually. Again, for me, that's time again, right? I've listened to podcasts, I've listened to interviews while I'm driving, but I've never watched a stream. Because that would mean that would take time away from me, literally, and I wouldn't have the time to do that. What's the moment that you felt you officially made it in trading? Honestly, the so-called, I don't know if there's a such thing as a made it moment for me, Jolo. I remember when I first capped out with Funded Futures Family. They were the first, I think they were the first prop firm that I capped out with. This was when Jay Dunn was still the CEO of the company. And I think that was a very surreal moment for me because, like, I capped out with a prop firm. But then also, it's just funny because there's obviously the relationship, right? I actually still have the screenshot because I saved it. Jake actually messaged Jay Dunn saying, just so you know, that's my boy. They're rinsing your company. And for me, that was like a very big compliment for me, like to see that my mentor who taught me through his mastermind about trading is telling the CEO of a prop firm that, hey, that's my guy right there rinsing your company right now. I thought that was really cool. And so I don't know if that was a make it moment, but for me, that was like a nice stamp of approval, I would say. But yeah, I mean, I think every single time I cap out with a prop firm, it becomes more and more of a reason as to why I feel, I guess, more accredited to what I do. And it's something that I never really put a lot of thought in until these prop firms gave out these certificates. Because yeah, for me to sit here in front of you guys and say that I'm capped out with my fund of futures, Tradeify, Lucid, Apex, who else am I capped out with? I feel like I'm missing one more. I'm definitely missing one around. I don't know which one it is, but with just being here to be able to say that, that's obviously for me a big part of that, right? So, yeah, it's gonna sound like a hard work pays off. Thank you. Hey, no, you're welcome, Anna. It sounds like a strange question, but don't you feel tired of being productive all day in reference to that doom scrolling question? Honestly, Tech, the only time that I'm really downtimed is when I'm laying down with my kids and I'm reading them a story, or if I'm getting a massage. Those are probably the only 2 times that I'm like doing absolutely nothing. Because even when I go for haircuts, I purposely go to the hair salon that I go to because they have the whole setup for me that I can still do work and text and stuff like that. So I'm literally catching up on my emails even when I'm getting a haircut. So there's really no downtime for me. Oh, Brendan, so you know who I am already. Okay, you get it. You get it. You get it. Wait, did I might have missed something. Ron, what is that? What's the sucker comment for? Uh, Not a fan of the done. Thanks, TX. Do you trade differently from Rake and Ron, or mainly the same setups? Yeah, I think I'd like to imagine that Ron trades a little bit differently than Rake too. I mean, I can't say that for sure. But yeah, we all trade differently because like my foundation may have been from the mastermind, but I have evolved my trading since then, right? So yes, we might look at certain things very similarly, but the way we manage our expectations or like sizing or anything like that, it's going to be different, right? Like I know for sure, like Jake isn't gonna go for a 1 hour trade like ever. Like that's just not his cup of tea. So like for me, I'm okay with taking a 1 hour trade every so often. So there's gonna be a little bit of nuances, but for the most part, foundationally, we're quite similar. How do you handle trading with your schedule? You got fixed times you trade. Yeah, there's periods times I like. Like I like the 2 hours of Tokyo Open. I like the 2 hours of London Open. Technically speaking, in my stats, and I'm not even lying, in my stats, the worst period of the day that I execute is actually the period that we're trading right now. This is actually the worst period. I like look at my trader stats. I was actually going over this on the 101 earlier. And I'm like, no joke, I was looking through. I was like, what's my worst period that I trade in? Oh, great. The worst period of trading is literally when I'm streaming, which is very unfortunate. But it makes sense because this is not a period that I usually do trade, right? So do I trade CFD? No, I don't. I have no exposure to that. Yeah, I mean, that's totally fair, man. I mean, like, I mean, it's tough, right? I mean, I don't know. I can't say I know a lot of people who are living as crazy of a life as me. I know everyone's got their own crazy, but my time is pretty wild, man. So, hey, Moneybag, things are going good. We just nailed so far I've knocked $2,300 on my funded next newly purchased eval. I just need $200 and I'll pass my eval. So, getting pretty close with that. This was kind of why I was like very hesitant on this long, guys. I had a channel already marked up here. If you guys will remember this already from earlier, right? So that's why I was a little skeptical about longing here. It's because of this. So let's see if we could get like a really nice double bottom off the VWAP just to show that we still have strength to buy forward, and maybe just maybe we can maybe catch a long here, but it will be risky, man. It'll be risky. We're gonna need some more viewers if we're gonna get to 300 thumbs up, guys. We're at 260 right now. We need 40 more. Gandhi, are you still in this long right now? What's your PT on this? While we're doing this, I'm just going to show you guys because I wasn't kidding. Give me a second here. When I say that I usually trade during the period when Ron's trading, and I usually unfortunately trade the worst during this stream, just because statistically I don't usually trade this period, I'll show you my stats right now. I don't know if you guys can see that, but literally right here. Best time of the day is around when Ron streams. Worst time of the day when I'm streaming, which is very unfortunate. But that's literally my stats. Nice, Gandhi. What is the meaning of life, and does money buy happiness? Money gives you access, is what I always say. Money gives you access to things. And whatever those things are, maybe it can be. What's the difference between CFD and futures? Somebody already gave me a clue, but I still don't understand. Why do you trade futures? Yeah, I don't really know what the difference. I really don't know what CFD is actually. So I can't even speak to that, to be honest. I only know what futures. Hey, get some rest, aloha. I'll respond back to you as well. Hold on. Why do I trade futures? Because it offers me flexibility. I used to only trade options, but that limited me to only trading in the New York session. Futures just is more flexible for me because I am an entrepreneur and I'm a family man. So the New York session opening is actually, those are precious times for me that I much prefer spending with family and business. I'm not always in suits, but I'm in them quite often. Um, in terms of suits wise, I generally like in terms of like the design wise, I like the peak up lapel. Like the ones if you've watched Suits before, like the series, like I really do like Harvey Specter's style of suits, the peak up lapel kind of styles, right? I'm not big on like the double breasted styles, but yeah, I might scalp a short, to be honest. I'm very tempted. Let's see if this falls through. No, John, you're short again. Q scalp as well. Yeah, Suits is amazing, man. I like watching that, man. Sometimes like watching in the background, man. It's good motivation. 268 thumbs up. Where's my thingy? I drag it back down here so everyone can see this. Oh, no, wrong one. There it is. This is what I need. That's what we want, gang. That's what we want. Drop a thumbs up, gang. I'm looking to scalp. That's all I need, man. It looks like we're weakening right now. We're consolidating above VWAP, so we could still break out. But like I said earlier, right, I am looking for us to tag VWAP before we go higher. If it moves right now, then it moves right now. Not a big deal. There's a reason why I'm scalping. Oh. Did you fade me, man? Did you fade me, my dude? We have 25 minutes left, and then London's going to open, gang. Oh, I go for bigger moves as well. Every trade style and every trade strategy is very specific to expectation for what you're potentially trying to get out of the market, right? So for me personally right now, I'm not looking for a great deal. I'm not. Earlier on, if you just hopped on T, maybe you missed it, but I was in a gold trade earlier and I took a gold trade for 12 points earlier, so which is a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's fair, man. What else you guys got, guys? You guys got any other questions for me, gang? Hey, the trader guys, what's going on? Going good, man. I'm going good. I just got a little bit left to pass an eval, so I'm just trying to see if I can scalp a dub here. If not, then I will patiently wait for a better entry for something else later on. My biggest trade. When you say biggest trade by dollar or biggest trade by points? Also, if you're asking that question, is the biggest trade by the trade itself or the biggest day? I have an answer for all those. I'm technically going to be off when London opens, but I like to stick around post London just to see if there's anything good to take. So I might stick around for a little bit longer. All right, let me pull up my trading calendar. Let's see. My biggest trade should be this day. Let's double check here. No, I guess it wasn't this day. I thought it was this day. Apparently not. Oh, I got stopped out on that. That's too bad. So the biggest trade that I've ever taken where I didn't trim at all was a $10,500 trade on New York when I shorted it. My biggest trading day was actually in December of last year. And that was a $24,000 trading day. Yeah. What's going on, Jose? Okay, I have a question for you. I have fairly high win rate strategy, 82% plus, but negative R. I have a 50K XFA sitting at negative 350. What is the ideal risk per trade so I can get balance to 2,000? So the trader guys, generally, what I've been saying a lot is that I generally go for a risk of 10 bullets. So if you have $2,000 in an account, then I would say that you can risk $200 per trade. At maximum, I probably would do 400 risks, but that would mean that you only have 5 shots at it before your account blows. It's all depends on your strategy, man. Like I think that unfortunately risk is not very binary in that way for people because your strategy might require more risk, and if it requires more risk, then you might need to size down more. So it really is dependent on how you trade. So I draw my channels on like hourlies, but I also draw channels on smaller time frames just to help provide visual structure for you guys. Because a lot of times I don't need to do that personally for myself, but I do it, especially if I'm streaming. I do this just for more visual so that you guys can see what I'm doing. And no, I don't copy trade. I don't copy trade at all. Everything I do is individually traded. We're getting so close, guys. We are 22 thumbs up away from another giveaway. 22 thumbs up, gang. Hey, no problem at all, man. Channels are just spots of interest on the chart that I'm interested in. I don't even know what a value gap is. I have no idea what that means. You think this is the short. Should I short now? Should I take it now? Is that what you're telling me to do? Am I going to take a short because Gandhi told me to take it? Whoa, not 22. What did I just do there? Gandhi's like, no, 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 don't do it. Don't do it. Am I stressing you out, Gandhi? Am I going to take this short, and then if it doesn't work at me, I'm just going to look at you and be like, I blame you, Gandhi. How much balance do I have left on this? So I need to make $440 on this account to pass it right now. Don't do it. Today's opening print, the opening print is down here. Opening print's at 29,537. But I feel like I need to short because Gandhi wants me to short, guys. Stressing this guy out. Oh, on gold? 4696.8. I mean, you might not be wrong on the short trade, Gandhi. I'm just saying. I do like it. I didn't risk as much as I should have. I mean, because technically speaking, my stop loss should have been above the high wick there. But because I was only aiming for 10 points, I didn't feel like it was right to risk more than 10 points, right? So oh, that's true. That's true. I don't blame you, Gandhi. Yeah, John, that's really the only reason why. It was like, oh, I didn't want to risk it because like I was like, man, I'm only shooting for 10 points. Then I'd be going for negative R. But normally though, you're right. I would have just put my stop loss above the wick. You aren't wrong to think that. Oh, that gold trade ran. And here I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should take this gold long. There it goes. AXP, you in that long gold trade? That short could maybe working out though, Gandhi. Short's working out. You're in that shit to 48.40. Best of luck, my man. Best of luck. We got about 15 minutes left here before the market opens for London. Look at that pump on gold, eh? Up 7 points already. Nice, Baljeet. Get some rest, man. Get some rest. We need 19 more thumbs up, guys, to do this next giveaway. 19 more. Is funded futures family better? Better than what? What are you asking that question for? Are we better than what? What are we comparing that to? Gandhi, the short trade would have worked, man. I should have listened to you. Do I use average range? Yeah, I look at it. It's a big part of how I decide whether or not I want to shoot for a certain amount. I actually talk a lot about it in my education with people. That's why sometimes I think that if we shoot for too much when the market doesn't really offer you that, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Gold, gold, gold. Trading about 5 years, my friend. 5 years. Yeah, John, man. When you're trading the Globex Asia session, man, it's like watching crickets. It takes a while. I've been profitable since year one, but I would say that if I were to say profitable in a way where I knew really what I was doing, 3 years. The first couple of years I was profitable, but I honestly, in hindsight, once I look at how I trade now to how I used to trade, yeah, I didn't know what the hell I was doing before. Gandhi, man, look at the short trade, bro. Shorts would have paid. Let's go, John. And that's what I get for not moving my stop loss to the high wick. That was a good trade, John. Good trade. Yeah, Ben. Start off the day with a 12-point gold trade, and I just took an L on a NQ scalp because I put my stop loss too tight. But our man John here, John Doe, was able to nail that because he actually put the stop loss where I should have put the stop loss, to be honest, which was above the high of wick there. We need 15 more thumbs up, guys. We have 9 minutes left until the London opens. You're in longs now, Gandhi? Am I going to take longs with you too? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, Ben, I did that just because I didn't want to go for like a negative R, but it honestly made sense. It made sense to move it to the top. I did explain the gold trade earlier. The gold trade that I took earlier was based on the fact that we're in a daily range right now on the chart for gold. And I had an area of interest 4718. And if you've been following my stream, like if you've been watching my streams, I've had this on my chart literally for the past like 2 weeks. So we rejected it again, and then we held beneath the level. So I kind of took that as like, you know what, I'm going to look at this as the upper end of the range. So I shorted the upper end of the range down to where we were down there essentially. So short term short. Definitely not interested in like big time. Yeah, we should be longing the NQ, not shorting it. Not right now, anyways. I may have missed my entry already, unfortunately, for the longs, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I don't use volume profile. Gandhi, I'm totally gonna regret not taking that long now, man. I missed my entry, bro. Level system, baby. You know it. Yeah, it was. What's gold doing, anyways? Gold still playing games with our hearts. You know what? With the NQ opening up in 5 minutes, I'm just gonna wait. It is what it is. But yeah, I would have totally hit my PT though if I would have just taken that trade. Oh wells, what can you do? I missed my shot because I took too long to press buy. Jake, are you talking about gold or are you talking about NQ? I always assume it's gold with you, Jake. Crazy thing is, like, based on the way that NQ just moved, that would have been a perfect tag of my TP before the pullback. Ben Lam, that comes down to your level of experience and your discipline. I don't ever lock my accounts out. All the things I recommend to students, I don't do myself actually because I have a pretty good handle on myself. So I don't lock myself out. But yeah, if you know that you have an issue with like degenning and over trading, then you probably should. Hmm. Degen hours. I haven't used that thing in a while too, man. My degen sticker. Where is it? Where's my degen sticker, guys? We need 10 more thumbs up, gang, and we will be doing the last giveaway there. Just saying. Just saying. It's true, AXP. It's crazy. But you know, right now, though, we don't have as much viewers as we did earlier. Like at the peak of our viewership earlier, we had 300. So that was honestly the best time for us to have gone to 300. Thanks, Moneybag. I appreciate it, man. I Ben Lam, that's how I know you OG, man. The fact that you remember my old username. I dropped it for two reasons, actually. One, I think there was actually someone called that on Instagram, and I didn't realize that until much later on. They didn't have a big following or anything like that, but I didn't really want to get people mixed up. But the second reason was because I was thinking to myself, like, in case I ever do decide to go big with my trading, I don't want to have a trademark issue because technically speaking, that like belongs to something actually, right? So that was just me playing it safe. 1 minute left until the market opens. Or not 1 minute, 2 seconds. Welcome to the degen hour. I feel like I need to short this, but it's a little wild to want to short this either because it is, in the end of the day, NQ being super, super bullish. What's gold doing? Gold's being gold, I see. Can gold reach Tokyo highs? That's a good question. Can it? I don't know, man. I'm a big old bear when it comes to GC, especially with all this consolidation. I'm interested in taking the stab at short here, actually, to be honest. I'm going to take a stab at this. What is this again? Divided by 20, 24 is what I need. So reason why I'm taking this as an attempt, again, managing expectations, shorting an uptrend. I really want to see if we're going to get follow through on that 15-minute and 5-minute bearish bar here. I don't like, obviously, that we're still closing above VWAP, though, but I really want us to tag the 200 EMA at the very least before we continue higher. So we'll see if we can get this. This will be my last trade of the stream. If it's a loss, it's a loss. If it's a pass, amazing, but let's see what we do here. I'm going against you, Gandhi. I'm sorry. I hope you win then. Adam, I don't trade silver. I've never traded silver before, so I don't really even know how the point system works for that. Oh, good luck, Chris. Daddy time. Do I have any experience trading oil? Do you stick to gold and NQ? Yeah, I've never really traded oil, man. Can't speak to that. Sorry, man. I will stay on until my trade is fulfilled. Either I get stopped out or I hit TP. Which funded next account you got? The new flex? Yeah, the new flex ones. That's literally the one I'm trading right now. I scooped it up earlier. Oh, you in the short too? All right. Well, I hope now for sure that we get it now, because now I'm gonna feel bad if you guys don't get your short in. Let's get it. Let's get it. Is it 6 more? We are so close, guys. Come on. I want to do this giveaway for you guys. 6 more thumbs up. 6 more, guys. Come on. Come on. I'm just gonna go grab a glass of water. I'm gonna put my cake away. My plate. Sorry. Oh. How many chats are in eval? How many chats are in eval? What does that mean? I appreciate the accountability, my man, John. Are we at 300? Are we actually at 300? No way. No way. Yes way. We're at 300. Let's go. That's awesome. All right. Let's delete that thingy so we don't get in the way of what we're trying to do here. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to bring that back up again. Okay, what's going on? What's going on here? I'm having a dyslexic moment here, guys. There you go. All right, I'm going to set the bot up for us, and then once the bot gets going, you guys just need to follow the instructions here, and you got entered into a giveaway. So give me a second here. me a second, gang. I gotta do this first. All right. Give me a second here, guys. Complete. Okay, I'm gonna set up the giveaway now, gang. Okay, so this is basically what you're gonna type up. As soon as in the chat you see that the stream bot is active, you're gonna type in !enter, and that is how you are going to participate in this giveaway. Let the games begin. You have about 4 minutes to get yourself entered into this giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, man. Let's get this TP hit, gang. Come on. Don't tease me, NQ. We have about 3 minutes left, and the giveaway timer will be up. We are so close. Am I going to get wicked out again? Is this really going to happen? If you guys are on a funded right now, I do not blame you if you want to hover your stop loss, to be honest. Hey, target hit. Let's go. That's a great way to end off the night, guys. And just like that, $2,500 in the bank for this newly purchased Funded Next Flex platform here. And that's a pass in one night, just like that. Let's go. John Doe, my man. You and me riding that short together. Ride or die, brothers. Ride or die. We got 1.5 minutes left, and then the giveaway clock is up. So enter in while you still can. But solid pass on the account there. How do I keep track of all my accounts? It's not that hard. I mean, they're all different prop firms, right? So it's not really that difficult. Any entry level currently? Entry level? What does that mean? All right. I think that's the first time on stream that we passed an account together, guys, like from start to finish. We traded that gold trade, which built the float. Then I took that little baby L on that scalp trade, which, to be perfectly honest, had I just followed my proper stop loss, I would have been fine. So it's all good. Still managed to get done in 3 trades. Maybe not 2 trades, but we got done in 3. So glad we passed that count. Maybe I might scoop up another one. Maybe I might scoop up another account for tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. All right. The giveaway is going to close here in about 18 seconds. I don't have anything that I'm looking at this point in time anymore. I kind of took the trades that I took. I'm still bearish. I'm still bearish on gold, to be honest. This consolidation, there's nothing to really enter at this point. Oh, the timer is up now. Let's see. Who is the winner of this giveaway? So everyone should stop clicking now. Everyone should stop typing enter now because it's not doing anything anymore. Let's see. The winner is going to be Funny Honey 11. Whoever you are, Funny Honey 11. Are you here? I need a proof of life here, my man. Are you here? All right, let's go. I'm glad. Congratulations, Mr. or Mrs. Funny Honey. There's my Instagram. Please DM me and I will get you the code for the giveaway. That's 2 50K accounts given away tonight. We did it back to back. Yesterday we did the same thing. 2 giveaways tonight, 2 giveaways. Also, for those who are just kind of like honestly rolling in right now, overall it's been a pretty solid night. We took a gold trade for 12 points. We took a very baby L on an NQ short scalp that honestly could have easily been avoided had I just stuck to the original plan. But we still managed to follow through with another NQ short trade that passed this funded next eval all within our night together today. Within our 2-hour stream together, we were able to pass this account. So very cool. I know many of you guys also was able to capture some pretty solid trades tonight. So obviously good for you guys. Congratulations on anyone who took the longs and the shorts on both of those assets today. Very, very, very solid. So it's midnight for me now, guys. Midnight. Preppy, in terms of my period of stream, I stream this period, 10 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time, or that's 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do this every day, Sunday to Thursday. This is my 5th week on stream, going on to my 6th soon. So anyways, that's pretty much it, gang. Thanks for hopping on, guys. I will be back at it tomorrow again, and I think someone said get tea. I'm supposed to bring some sort of tea for tomorrow, so I'll look for something I can bring on the stream for that tomorrow. But thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. I will be back again tomorrow. If you have anything else that you want to ask questions about, definitely just hit my DMs. Instagram's right there for you guys. You guys can follow me there for the journey. Any questions you guys want to ask, fire as ways as well. Okay, guys? Awesome. Okay, you guys have a wonderful night, man. Take it easy.